Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Buck Weezer. You've tuned Buck's Small Engine DIY on YouTube, where we put the do into do-it-yourself. And it's time to prepare the tractor for winter. Do you want to see me wrestle wheel weights and tire chains onto the Wheel Horse 520? Then you've come to the right place. So stay tuned. Thank you so much and welcome. Remember, we got to get the tractor ready for winter. That also means putting on the snow blade for the snow plow. I'm not going to show you that part today because a year ago I did a video on how to install the snow blade on a Wheel Horse tractor, and you can check that video out if you'd like. But we will be doing that. Today I want to focus on the wheel weights and the tire chains. And interestingly, I got the tractor set up last winter to plow snow, but guess what? We never got any snow. But maybe this year we'll get lucky enough and I'll actually use the tractor to push some snow around. You know, I've done more work to this tractor than I've been able to do with this tractor. That's just kind of how it's been. But I enjoy it all, so let's get started on the wheel weights and the tire chains. First thing I want to do is just use my tractor hoist tripod here to just raise the back wheels off the ground just a little bit. I think that might make our job a little bit easier. So let's get started. All right. I think that's enough just to get it off the ground a little bit so that the tires can spin and we have easier access to do what we need to do today. Well, here's what we need. Here are the Wheel Horse wheel weights, and I've never installed these before. I didn't use them last year. I didn't have the hardware, so I had to go out and get it. I got 10-inch long galvanized I think they're 5/16 bolts, and they're carriage bolts that have the rounded head, but the square part here that will engage the knockouts in the wheels. And I figure 2 per wheel weight is probably enough. They got spots for 4, but I think 2 on each wheel will be enough. And then here I got our tire chains. So I think that I'm going to start with the chains, and because that might be a little bit harder if I put the wheel weights on first. I don't know. We'll see. Well, if you don't have the convenience of a lift, you're probably going to lay out your chains on the ground and then roll the tractor back over top of them. So a couple of things to keep in mind when you do that. When you lay your chains out, make sure the links that meet on the side are coming up. Not facing down, but coming up, just like we have it here. Also, this particular hook goes on the inside of the tire, and this one, which is the adjuster link, goes on the outside of the tire. So I'd be ready to back my tractor over this in that case. So those are a couple of things to keep in mind that may not be immediately obvious. I also picked up these tensioners, but I don't know if I'll be able to use them once I have my wheel weights installed. We'll have to see. So let's get these chains on the tractor tires. Feels about right there. Oh, I think I did it wrong. No, I think I did. I got it. It's okay. I'm all right. So this guy, I did the hook on the inside, hard to see. This guy can come in here and then you can bend it down like that to hook it in place. And that puts a tension on it. And that feels pretty good. Not too terribly difficult at all. Then after I put the weight on, we'll see about using those tensioners. Now I'll go do the other side and I'll be right back. Well, I got our chains on and I went back and adjusted them, tightened them by putting my inside connector on the third link. You see, chains usually are designed for a variety of tire sizes, so I tighten these a little bit by putting that connector on the third link of the chain instead of the first or the second. And over here with the adjuster, I also put this guy on the second link instead, just to make it a little bit tighter. And so I think that's good to go, and now we can turn our attention to the wheel weights. All right, so what we're doing applies really to not just a wheel horse, but pretty much any lawn or garden tractor. And the wheel weight has this lip, so it's going to sit right in here, you know. And you can see in the wheel these square knockouts, and it's through them that our carriage bolts are going to slide. And then, you know, you don't have to put a wrench on the back. It'll be held in place just by virtue of the square head on the end of the carriage bolt. My inflation valves are on the inside of the tire, not out here. If your inflation valves are here on the outside, then you're going to want to line them up with this notch here in the wheel weight. But in my case, it's not an issue as the inflation valves are on the inside. All right, so let's see if I can wrestle this into place and do it without hurting myself. I think I might lower the tractor a little bit. Let the wheels actually sit on the ground. Watch those fingers. Huh, what do you know? No, I can't quite get that guy in yet. Lifting the tractor off the ground again so I can spin the wheel. That should work. Okay. Washer, nut, now just got to get some tools and tighten them down a little bit. Need a 3/4 inch deep socket, which I don't have, but I think 6.13/16 will do it. All right, that's it. That's pretty nice. Well, what do you think about giving these tensioners a try? They're not entirely necessary. And these may be too small now that we have the wheel weights on here. But I'm gonna give it a try. Could use, you know, some short bungee cords of, you know, the hard rubber kind. Or you might be able to just live without them entirely, but I'm gonna give it a shot, see what happens. Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. It's always good. That guy. All right, I need to squeeze these ends a little bit. Come undone. And obviously you can only install these tensioners on the outside of the wheel. You can't put them on the inside. These are probably a little tighter than we need. All right, they're on. That's great. Wheel weights, chains. Bring on the snow, people. Bring it on. All right, that job's done. The Wheelhorse 520 is ready for winter. Now I just need winter to be ready for winter. And we'll see if we get any snow this year. But I got the snow blade on, and we got the tire chains and the wheel weights. You know, some people use wheel weights, I should say, some people use tire chains for mowing. You know, sometimes if you're not getting good traction or if you got a hilly property. So they're not just for ice and snow. In my case though, I'm going to use them for snow, and hopefully we'll get some this year and I can enjoy using the 520 to plow some snow. You know, you don't need wheel weights if you will plan ahead. Starting in June or July, if you eat extra helpings at dinner time and a couple extra desserts, or sit down with a half gallon of ice cream in front of the TV, do that regularly enough for about 6 months, you'll gain 60 or 70 pounds, which is pretty much the same as adding a set of wheel weights. I wasn't that forward thinking, so I'm going with the wheel weights. I want to thank you for watching. If the video's been helpful to you, please like and subscribe. Your comments and questions are always appreciated in the discussion below. And remember, as I like to always say, only you can put the do into do-it-yourself. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.